हेलो स्टूडेंट्स गुड आफ्टरनून। आज बहुत दिन पर तुम आगे आसुँ गुड़ाए गैप हो गला मुझे अलवेज बिजी थी मुझे सिक थी एनीवे आप क्लास में रेगुलरली नेबी तुम आशा कर क्लास सब चलती मैडम क्लास नौथे सुजी सार क्लास नौथे ठीक अच्छे। आम लास्ट टाइम जहाँ डिस्कस करते व्हाट आई रिमेम्बर आम पढ़ते यूटिलिटी मैक्सिमाइजेशन ओके तार नेक्स्ट आम जो पढ़ा से हूँ कंडीशंस ऑफ यूटिलिटी मैक्सिमाइजेशन। व्हाट आर द कंडीशंस ऑफ यूटिलिटी मैक्सिमाइजेशन? यूटिलिटी मैक्सिमाइजेशन मीन्स consumers attaining maximum utility, maximum satisfaction, maximum benefit from a particular state. We have discussed that a consumer attains maximum utility at that point where his money income is constant. He is given a income constraint state where his income constraint is there, money constraint is there, and within a limited money income he has to maximize his utility. So utility maximization doesn't mean that you have unlimited amount of money and you maximize your utility. Utility maximization means you have a particular amount of money and with that amount of money you go to maximize your satisfaction. Okay. So what are the conditions? On the indifference curve we take the example of two good case. A consumer has a particular income level in which either he has to spend that income in either of X or Y, or he has to spend the income in either of the bundles of goods of consisting of both X and both Y. तामाने से केवल X रे खर्च करी पारिबो बा X और Y रो कौन सी बंडल पर खर्च करी पारिबो। जहाँ भी खर्च कले तार ऑब्जेक्टिव होची हाउ टू मैक्सिमाइज हिज सैटिस्फैक्शन, हाउ टू मैक्सिमाइज हिज यूटिलिटी। सो से समय आमे को मन रखा पड़ो दैट the consumer has a budget constraint, that is the consumer's money income is constant, his budget line is constant, he cannot go beyond that, he also can't go below it, because here we are assuming that the consumer is spending the total amount of his income for consumption. That means he has a special preference, he has a special choice for the present consumption, not for future consumption. He forgoes the future consumptions. He only goes for the present consumptions. Means he never go for any saving. He spends the entire money income for the present consumption. So he has a monetary constraint, right? Second, he spends the entire amount of money on his present consumption. Third, he has no future consumption choice. Fourth, he has to maximize his utility. So then how? If you take all these four things, how and when, what are the conditions that the consumer will maximize his satisfaction? So there are two conditions actually. One is, if I say tangency condition. Tangency condition. One is tangency condition. Now this we have already read. Tangency condition means a condition where the price line or the budget line and the indifference curve, they come closer, and the indifference curve is tangent to the price line, and at the point of tangency the consumer maximizes his utility, right? So this we have read under indifference curve analysis, that is a consumer attaining maximum satisfaction, maximum utility, maximum benefit at that point where the indifference curve is tangent to the price line or his budget line. The points where it is not tangent, that cannot be the point of maximum utility. Let's see the diagram. You see, this is the price line. Let's say this is PL, this is the price line, right? And let's say the consumer has three indifference curves. This is IC1, this is IC2, and this is IC3. Now let's name them A, B and C. These are the 3 points where the IC and the price line, they intersect each other. Now if I say point B, here you can easily say that sir, point B is the point of maximum utility. How could you know it? Now we can know this because the point B satisfies all our conditions of utility maximization. This is a point where the indifference curve IC2 and the price line PL, they are tangent to each other. If I say also A and C are also tangent, A and C are also at this point also there is intersection, but this cannot be the right choice of the consumer. Why not? Now you see, if the price line is PL, the consumer will always want to attain maximum utility within this money income. So IC3, this is not possible for the consumer to attain because IC3 is unattainable. This goes beyond his income level. And if I say point A and C, this goes below his income level because within this same income level he is forced to stay in IC1 here at C and A. So this is never preferable for the consumer to consume either at A or C. So he will definitely consume at point B. But if I say at point B, this cannot be accepted blindly. How can point be the point of actual maximum utility? Now point B is maximum utility because at point B, you see, let's change the pen. At point B, what happens? At point B, two things is there. First is slope of IC is equal to slope of price line. This is the point at point B. What do you see? At this point, the slope of the indifference curve and the slope of the price line, they are equal. And also, another thing, slope of IC means MRS XY. So MRS XY is equal to price ratio of the two goods. That means PX by PY. So MRS slope of the IC and slope of the price line are same. And again, MRS XY or marginal rate of substitution, this is nothing but the slope of the indifference curve. Remember this. Slope of the indifference curve mane hoche marginal rate of substitution x for y. This is equal to slope of the price line means price ratio of the two goods, that is price of good x by price of good y. So at this point B, slope of the indifference curve is equal to slope of the price line, and that is also equal to marginal rate of substitution x for y is equal to price ratio of the two goods, that is price of good x by price of good y. So this is the point of maximum utility of the consumer, maximum benefit of the consumer, maximum satisfaction of the consumer. So this maximum utility or maximization of utility we explain with the help of the indifference curve analysis. So this is called the tangency condition. Okay. Now the second condition is corner condition. Corner condition. Now here the condition of utility maximization very much dependent upon the slope and the marginal rate of substitution and the slope of the price line and a price ratio of the two goods. But here under corner solution or corner condition, it doesn't depend upon the price ratio of the two goods or slope of the price line or the slope of the indifference curves. Here what happens? The under corner condition, the consumer is forced to attain maximum utility by consuming only one good, not two goods, as the case here. Here he consumes only one good, either X